Hello everyone, good afternoon. Hope your morning is going okay so far. This is Father David at St. Andrew's Episcopal Church. Today is Wednesday the 10th, and this is the kind of noonday devotionals, noonday prayers. It's just a short devotional meant to just be of some encouragement and some positivity in your day as you continue on. I'm not sure what everyone's situation is like, but I do know that lots of times, whatever your plans are, that's such a tricky thing, planning. Whatever your plans are for the rest of the day, you might have it mapped out in your head already, and I do too. I'm a kind of a list maker, so I have my list here. This is my to-do list for the day, and it's about, 10 things on there, all different kinds of things. And no matter what your situation is, you could be retired, but you still have a plan for what you're going to do the rest of the day. If it's one thing, you're still planning it. And I wanted to offer up to you how to stay present to God and stay in that kind of restful place or that worshipful place, that state of connectedness with the divine, while you're going to the rest of your day. What often happens is, according to my list, I begin to think about 3 steps ahead, even while I'm trying to do one thing at a time. So let me give you a quote from a spiritual teacher who says this about trying to stay present to God and live a spiritual life in the midst of a busy, active life. The writer says this: give your fullest attention to whatever the moment presents. This implies that you also completely accept what is in that moment, because you cannot give your full attention to something at the same time you're trying to resist it. Boy, you could do if you could live your life like that, then you would be stepping way out of your ego most of the time. You would stay present to God, because if you can pay attention to whatever the moment is presenting. At this moment, I am doing a short webcam presentation. And if I can stay right here and not think about what I'm doing at 12:15, well then, I'm not resisting this present moment. I'm not arguing against it. I'm not complaining about it. I'm not blaming somebody else for it. I'm not trying to get away from it. I'm just going to be here for the next few minutes and give my attention to this talk. When I can do that, well, that's when God and Spirit can flow through me. We can become the voice of God, the hands of God, the feet of God, and go through this world in a state of prayerfulness and in a state of very effective action, because we're doing one thing at a time, giving our attention to the present moment, which is where God is. God is not somewhere in the past. God's not somewhere in the future. God is here and now. So that's the idea. If I can give my attention just to that one thing, give my attention to this present moment, that means I accept it as it is. I do not resist it. I do not judge it as good or bad. That is a great secret to life. So, yes, I have my list. I'm going to try and do maybe one thing at a time, finish one thing at a time, and then go to the next thing. And whatever I do, try to be in a place of openness to God, an open heart. That's just what it means to pray. Be open to the divine while you're in the present moment, without resisting what is and judging it, blaming it, criticizing it. All that negativity gets in. So hope this adds some positivity to whatever you're going to do next, and hope it helps you in your own prayer life. So I'm going to turn on now the meditation video. This is 2 minutes of just doing one thing at one time, and all we're going to be doing is actually praying. I mean, breathing and being present. That's our form of prayer. So here we go. You can use the screen if you'd like, or you can use the audio if you like. But whether you use it visually or add the audio to it, it's simply a prayer practice to take a few conscious breaths here during this noonday hour. We live our lives in the presence of God. God is the one in God, in Christ, that we live and we move and have our being. So let's be present here now.
For many of us, this moment feels chaotic and terribly stressful. Join us for a few moments to turn inward and connect to your innermost you. Gently close your eyes and feel the gentleness of breath inside your body as you repeat these words. My deepest me is love. My deepest me is whole. My deepest me is limitless. My deepest me is infinite. My deepest me is compassion. My deepest me is sacred. My deepest me is mystery. My deepest me is forgiveness. My deepest me is beauty. My deepest me is God. My deepest me has knowledge to give. I open my heart and listen.
Thank you all so much for spending a few minutes here. St. Andrew's Episcopal Church with me, Father David. I hope you have a great rest of the day. And it won't be great because something nice and pleasant happened to you. It'll be great because you were able to stay in the present moment, accept what is, and do what's right in front of you. And then you can rest in that great, spacious, peaceful, powerful place in God. Take care, everybody. Have a good day. See you at 7:30 tonight is evening prayer. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, morning prayer. Bye-bye, everybody. Take care.